ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. What an awful way to start the show. Oh my gosh, look at that toe-headed dork. What an awful head of hair. All right, now it's corrected.
Is this how you bring on your guest?
Welcome.
Or are you referring to yourself?
The toe-headed dork. You're not toe-headed at all. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here. This wonderful Friday edition of Take the Points. Brian Turner is here, and we're going to talk sports today. What are we going to talk about? We had a ton of things planned.
We had all kinds of things planned.
We had
baseball.
Baseball. We were going to talk NFL. We were going to talk.
That's actually about it. NBA. We're in the dog days.
We were going to talk. I have golf stuff here. The Live Tour out in Oregon, which you're still ignoring. But we were going to talk about all that. But
and then the afternoon happened.
We're shooting this on Thursday afternoon, and we're about an hour before NBA free agency starts in actuality and in earnest. Things have gone on there. Things have gone on in college athletics, and we're going to talk about it's one of those days where you throw the show out.
Yeah.
Sure, throw the show out. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff. This is a beautiful Friday, July 1st. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Let me tell you a little bit, folks, about what's going on in and around the area today. Over in Flora, here on this Friday, Santa Smiles is selling Salt and Strings pork loins with the order deadline today. I guess they're going to be delivered on July 16th. So you need to order it by today. Pork loins will be available for pickup between 12 and 2 on July 16th at the Flora Oddfellows Lodge at their bazaar. $30 for a half loin, and you can contact Marianne Pittman or Michael Burge or Don and Robin Brooks, April Sweeten Malone or Eli Eckleberry. That's probably wrong. To order. So get a hold of them today, and I suspect you can get a hold of them at the Flora Oddfellows Lodge today as well. They'll be able to take care of you. What else going on here on this Friday of 4th of July weekend? That kind of leads you into the 4th of July stuff going on. Happy 4th. This is up at Village Square Mall in Effingham tonight and tomorrow night from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. It is Happy 4th of Ghoul Eye. Happy 4th of Ghoul Eye. Join Night Terrors of Effingham for a 4th of Ghoul Eye celebration featuring summer favorites with a twist. Even the boogeyman needs a vacation. This will be July 1st and 2nd from 7:30 to 11:30 again at the Village Square Mall. I've got one other thing going here on the July 1st and 2nd. $5 a child. This is Kids Summerfest up in Effingham, up at Lake Sarah Beach. Come and join them. They're going to have bouncy castles, tug of war, volleyball, camping, boat rides, paddleboarding, all kinds of good fun stuff going to be today and tomorrow. And tickets are available at the Silk Purse there in Effingham. If you're going to camp, you got to register at the campground office. So there you go. You've got that going on today. What is going on tomorrow? A few things going on Saturday, July 2nd. The Mount Erie Ruritan Club will be serving up breakfast tomorrow from 6 to 9 a.m. Sausage gravy, biscuits, scrambled eggs, hash browns, pancakes, and beverages. Price is $7 for adults, but what a price for all that food. Unbelievable. $3 for children. Come visit it with your friends and neighbors while also supporting the Mount Erie Ruritan Club, an outstanding organization. What else? Over in Noble. Hello, folks in Noble. Appreciate you tuning in. The Noble Freedom Festival and Parade will be held on Saturday at the Noble Village Park. Going to be free children's activities as well from 11 a.m. to 3 o'clock, as well as 20 count them, 20 different craft and flea market vendors from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Going to be some live music going on as well over in Noble from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Concessions provided by Smoke and Pig and Weatherell Construction. And the Tin Cup and Noble Food Deli will be open in town. Noble Lions will serve free watermelon. How about that? At 11 a.m. The parade starts at 1. Tractor entries along with classic and car show entries. All kinds of different stuff going on in Noble. Wayne County Law Enforcement Appreciation Day is going to be held Saturday, July 2nd at the Wayne County Courthouse. I've got the hours here, but I don't think they are right. You might know. Do you know what is going on with the Wayne County Law Enforcement Appreciation Day?
I might be able to find it quickly. What were the hours listed?
9 a.m. to 10 a.m.
That sounds like a long day, but
that's a 1 hour day. I'm certain that the law enforcement.
That might be like when the services or something are held, but then it'd be.
That might be.
I honestly haven't paid too close of attention to that, though.
Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. We, of course, appreciate what all the enforcement personnel do to help us out. Also, Sisney's going to have their big 4th of July celebration on Saturday at dusk. It'll be their big fireworks. This year's festivities feature Garrett Biggs and the Highway 40 Band, and they'll be from 7 o'clock until dusk. So 7 o'clock is when the band starts. You figure dust about 9:15, 9:20. Probably fireworks until 10. That's going to be a big time in Sisney on Saturday night. Did you figure it out before I move on? Because I'm
Nope.
ready. Nope.
Honor Walk 7 to 9. Donuts 8 to gone. Bags tournament 9 to 10:30. Face painting 9. Yeah, this is mostly in the morning stuff, but
Okay. Well, that's cool. Try to beat the heat.
yeah.
There you go.
There's a supper at 7 p.m.
You know what? Well, where's that? Where's the supper?
Doesn't say.
It doesn't say. All right. Well, they'll probably let you know if you show up. So do that. What else is going on today on July 1st? This is one of my favorite holidays. You're always here whenever I say something is one of my favorite holidays of the year.
I think you have a lot of favorite holidays.
I have a lot of favorite holidays. This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my favorite. National Creative Ice Cream Flavor Day. Celebrate by venturing out to your local ice creamery. Test many different concoctions. Mitchell's Ice Cream in downtown Cleveland is known to mix up some seasonal flavors which might seem funky but are worth the wait. Salted butter sweet corn is one ice cream flavor. How about jalapeno strawberry?
I'd try it.
So yeah, there are all kinds of different places.
The first one I might be out on, but the jalapeno strawberry I'd try.
Lick Pure Cream in Seattle offers a curiosity and thrill seekers a chance to test their boundaries with pork belly pecan.
I'm also in on that one.
Pork belly pecan sounds pretty good. So there are ladies.
Butter pecan's kind of my go-to.
Your America's top 10 favorite ice cream flavors in order, and I cannot believe that
Why?
chocolate chip has fallen all the way out. Just regular chocolate chip. I love mint chocolate
Are these
chip.
favored by ordered or favored by people actually ranking them? Because
Well, the people, this is probably, I don't know if it's by sales or by ranking.
I'm guessing by sales, because vanilla ice cream should never be anyone's first choice.
Well, it's got to be sales. Yeah, it's got to be by sales. But I that's the thing. Cookies and cream have basically overtaken chocolate chip, and I love a good chocolate chip ice cream. I just don't understand.
I'm out on the mint part.
Yeah, well, I love mint chocolate chip too. Which one of those would be your favorite? If
Butter pecan or strawberry or cookie. I mean, it's hard to go wrong. Actually, the only one I wouldn't eat up there would be the mint chocolate chip.
Looking
butter pecan is my go-to when I
would
eat ice cream
probably
regularly.
avoid butter pecan of those up there, but and I don't eat cookies and cream because, as I have just said, I am a purist for chocolate chip ice cream.
Weekends at Dad's, always had a bowl of butter pecan ice cream right before bed.
Oh, that's fun. Get your belly rolling right
Yeah.
before you go to bed.
Now that I'm borderline type 2, I don't do that so often.
Well, that may be smart too. That might be smart. That might have been what brought that on. What else is going on today, folks? This is National Ginger Snap Day. Join folks by enjoying this sweet and savory treat. Recipes for ginger snap cookies typically call for molasses along with cloves, ginger, cinnamon, and brown sugar. The lower calories in ginger snaps, by the way, make them a healthy alternative to other cookies. I did not realize.
That's a relative standard.
Well, it is kind of a relative standd, but I mean,
I would never consider them healthy. But healthier is a
healthier. Yeah, we're not calling them healthy. We're calling them healthier.
What's your go-to cookie then?
Certainly not ginger snaps. I dislike
I'll eat them, but
I didn't realize they were lower in calories till like right now.
Now it makes sense.
That might be why I don't like ginger snap cookies. Actually, I do know why. I don't like the clove. I don't like clove in anything.
Snickerdoodle's my go-to.
Really?
Yeah.
I just like my ice cream. I like my cookies like my ice cream, chocolate chip. Although, if you get chocolate chip with the little caramel in it, I will not turn that away.
Snickerdoodle with macadamia, so if you're allowed to add a little variety.
Oh, really? So you got the little white nuts in there?
Yeah.
See, now that sounds...
Those are hard to find, and you have to pretty much make those yourself.
I bet you can't find those. That's kind of a unique combination. I like that. What else going on today on July 1st, ladies and gentlemen? National Postal Worker Day. This recognizes postal workers all across the nation and encourages folks to show their appreciation. Thank the numerous men and women who work consistently and diligently to deliver all of our mail. Besides dealing with weather and with unusual packages, also part of the job. In 1913, Postal Service started delivering packages up to 11 pounds. So there you go. The most surprising package to arrive for delivery was a small child. Barely under the weight limit, James Beagle was mailed for 15 cents. He was delivered to his grandmother a few miles away.
Kind of curious how they package that.
I don't know.
Is that just poke hole in the cardboard box?
Or? Poke 2 or 3 holes and, hey, I'm in here. Grandma. I don't know. I can't tell you.
And I guarantee that's probably actually not the most unusual thing that's ever been shipped.
No, that's probably not, but that's probably
speaking of unusual packages.
Most of unusual package that they could discuss. So that's fun. What is on television, ladies and gentlemen? What do you want to see on TV today? I'm going to switch cameras. Sports. We've got the St. Louis Cardinals at the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, in Philadelphia, they start games pretty early. So this starts at 5:05 Central Time on Bally Sports Midwest. Miles Michaelis versus Bailey Falter. At 1:20 this afternoon, the Red Sox. Pardon me. Red Sox are at Chicago. Rich Hill versus Adrian Sampson. Rich Hill's a Red Sox pitcher now, not A or Cub.
He's trying to catch up with Ricky Henderson on number of teams.
He's getting close. I bet you he's getting close. That'll be on Marquee, Channel 597 at 1:20. 9:15 tonight, the White Sox in San Francisco. Lance Lynn versus Alex Cobb. NBC Sports Channel. Chicago, Channel 643. So there you have it for tonight. One other thing that I will mention for what to watch and tell you when to watch it. On ESPN on Monday, it's Nathan's hot dog eating contest. And that's one thing I always get up to watch.
I've never watched it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have a short delay while I have to get a new guest. And you're not American.
If you had options, I wouldn't be here.
That's exactly right. No, I'm just teasing. Forgot my train of thought. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
It's my super.
Hello, ladies. That is a superpower.
Yes. I can teach you my ways.
Oh, my heavens. I can learn from the youth of America.
And they don't even have social media. And they don't even have social media or be any worse.
How in the world?
I'm good.
Ladies and gentlemen, at some point here in the future, hopefully, maybe even today, we will all sit down and learn the ways of
The ways of the Wheeze.
The ways of the Wheeze. Wow, that is very impressive. But we might talk about that later today. Who knows? This is actually, we're shooting this on the 30th at 4:00, and the 5 o'clock today. Free agency in the NBA turns loose. There's been a lot of stuff going on already, hasn't there, Brian?
Been a lot of news coming out already, and mostly opt-in, opt-out, wanting trades that have been announced already.
This is what I don't understand about the opt-in, opt-out. If somebody opts in,
like the first big one that opted in was Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving opted into the Nets.
Yes.
So he's going to be a net instead of trying, but he wouldn't have been able to get to another team other than a sign and trade, right?
No, because it was a player option opt-in, but it opted into his max contract, so he gets his $36 million this year.
Right.
He put out a list of teams he would be interested in going to by opting out. The only one that was interested was the Lakers. They could only give him like $8 million. So 36 versus 8. Kyrie finally made a smart decision.
Kyrie makes a smart decision. Well, he probably had a little bit more help on this one than a lot
figuring out the circumference of the earth.
He's not. I don't believe he's going to call it. Well, no, he would call it a diameter, not a circumference.
True.
He would call it a diameter. So he had that. Was the first one to fall. The Atlanta Hawks made a big trade. They were the big.
Dejounte Murray was a bigger piece than I think people realize because he's a fairly new name to the upper echelons of the NBA. He's probably the most. I know Ja Morant won the most improved player award. Murray is probably the most improved player by definition.
Murray coming from he was a Sun, right?
Was it Suns?
I can't remember.
It was West. I think I had. Anyway.
But it's a wonderful pickup for the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks were in the conference championship just a year ago.
Makes me curious what they're going to do with A.J. Griffin, who they just drafted, though.
Well, and they were also playing. They're figuring on Murray in the backcourt with Trae Young, and that is an outstanding backcourt. And the way that the NBA is played makes an intriguing move for DeAndre Ayton. There's been a lot of talk about DeAndre Ayton and where he's going to end up or what's going to happen to him, but there aren't too many teams that use a player the style of DeAndre Ayton right now, right?
Where have we seen a team with two incredible shooters and then a versatile wing that could clean up for them on defense. Have we seen that in the NBA anytime recently?
Might have seen that recently.
Yeah, maybe the Golden State Warriors blueprint there.
And old Golden State are not getting any younger. So if DeAndre Ayton comes
Actually,
over,
Golden State's still pretty young. Other than those, I mean, they've got Weissman and that whole group coming right behind them.
no, that's true. The other wild parts of this day, anyway. So everybody thought the Atlanta Hawks news was going to be the big news until the free agency. However, Kevin Durant was on like a fishing trip or something with the owner, right? He was with the owner,
Yeah.
and he declared to the owner that, hey,
By the way,
after
you reel that
by
in.
the way, all these the escargot and all the fish and sushis
Yeah.
are really good right now. Appreciate that. Hey, by the way, I'm demanding a trade. And when a guy like Kevin Durant demands a trade, you kind of have to give it to him.
yeah, he in the player empowerment era, if a guy wants traded, he gets traded now.
He gets traded. And
Yeah, how do you broach that? Hey, after you haul in that fish, I was going to let you know you're losing a big one.
Yeah, I'm leaving. By the way, yes, Kevin, did I not hook your hook your bait right, or what I do here, Kev?
That's probably where you just leave him on the dinghy and head in.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what?
We'll
You
see.
figure this out.
So yeah, Kevin Durant's going to be going elsewhere right after the New York Nets just paid Kyrie Irving. Why would he do that at this point? I mean, they got his guy back. You've got Ben Simmons there, who presumably, if he plays sometime, is supposed to be good.
He was an All-NBA the last year he played a full season.
A outstanding defensive player. That's
Yeah.
what the Nets are. That's what the Nets need.
That's what, and Durant left the Warriors because he wanted to prove that he can be the leader of a team.
So this made very little sense.
Yeah.
This made very little sense.
But speaking of Ayton, the front runner to get Durant right now is the Suns. They're talking Phoenix. That's where he
Miami.
wants to go.
He wants to go to Miami.
Miami might be able to offer more.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, does Durant get his wish or do the Nets get their wish as far as the Suns versus Heat?
You know, the tricky
There's
part.
been Celtic speculation.
The tricky part to me about the trickiest thing I think, or one of the trickiest thing I think that's going to come up at some point, New Orleans is going to have to make a decision on Zion Williamson. And
I saw a picture of him.
What are they going to do with
Yeah,
Zion?
I saw a picture of him this week. He actually looked fit.
Did he finally?
Yeah. I think he finally put the hostess away. And
Zion Williamson about 3 months ago was big. Let's
Yeah.
call him. He's a big man, and
here's the other thing with
he's got bad knees and feet.
going back to Murray and Durant and all that, though. I'm not sure that Murray won't be better than Durant next year already.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, Durant's like a top 10 player in the
So
world.
is Murray
of his
in
lifetime.
value over replacement and win shares. And Murray was top 10 last year in most of the advanced metrics, right there with Durant, and he's significantly younger.
He is.
And you look at, if you remember the end of the playoffs when they got, or not, I say the end, this first round, but the end of that series with the Celtics, he looked old.
It was in 4 games.
Yeah.
It's not
So,
like
yeah, by the end of the year, which
it wasn't like it went very.
he didn't play a full season, and he still looked old by the end of the year. Not saying he's not still great, but that step down is probably closer than people realize.
So do you? Okay. Well, do you? Where do you think?
I'm
where
rooting for the Suns because
Where will you make it?
I'm a Chris Paul fan. I want to see him get a title before he's done. So trading for Durant makes sense in that if you can get one more good year out of him. But if I'm a Suns fan, I wouldn't want him because of what you have to give up to get him.
They'd have to give up a ton.
Yeah.
They just have to give up. You got to figure Ayton's part of it. Sign Ayton and send him off to New Jersey or New York. Pardon me.
Yeah, it would help Chris Paul maybe finally get a championship, and I'm a Paul fan, not a Suns fan.
How would you like that? You got to think that the Phoenix with Paul and with Durant and with the other guy Devin Booker would just be an astonishing team. Who knows? It's chemistry is one thing, but
I'm saying that's not even getting into the guys that are actually free agents, right now.
yeah.
We just went 10 minutes without talking about an actual free agent.
So where's Durant going to end up?
I think it's going to be Phoenix.
I'm gonna say Miami. I'm gonna stick with Miami.
That's the top two odds. I haven't
Second
looked at the odds,
question.
I'm gonna guess.
I'll go back to the other question. Now, are they going to sign Zion? Wants his full money. Are they going to sign Zion for his full money in New Orleans? Or are they going to let him go? He's played like 40 games there in 3 years.
I think they'll sign him.
Yeah, I think they probably will. People just throw money. I don't know if New Orleans has the amount of money
Here's the
to
other
throw
thing.
away like
in sports,
all the
money
rest
is
of
not
it.
real.
You got a point.
I mean, in the big four, money is not real.
We're going to come back. We're going to talk about, speaking of another thing that may not be real, we're going to talk about college sports and college athletics.
I've got a new favorite conference.
You do. Back right after this. Stick around.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, midwestfarmco.com.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. All right, I mentioned that this Kevin Durant thing came up early this afternoon, and it was probably an hour or two after that.
Or a half hour after. What was the order actually?
I think Durant was first.
Okay.
Durant was first, and then I get a text. I get a text that I just couldn't believe it. I read it, and I couldn't believe it.
Well, when I saw the news, I was at the other office, not my home office.
Yeah,
which is in the basement of two Illini alum.
Yeah,
I ran upstairs.
I bet you. What'd they think?
And yelled at it. He goes, "I just got the text." Because one of their other buddies had literally, as I'm running up the stairs, he gets the text.
Apparently, word came out today. The USC and UCLA have approached, and there have been serious talks. It's not quite done yet, but it's heading that direction. The USC and UCLA will be joining the Big Ten.
I feel like I did this.
How do you feel like you did this? How did you get this done?
I have these powers.
Well, we've already talked about your superpowers.
Yeah. No, for how many years now have I railed on Big Ten sports? Because I'm a USC fan.
You're a USC fan.
He
is an unapologetic USC fan in the middle of Southern Illinois.
Yes,
and has been his whole life. It's not like he just jumped on the bandwagon. You've been
this wasn't just when we were good with Pete Carroll thing. I go back to the original John Robinson years.
Right, yeah.
The bad John Robinson years. Survived Lane Kiffin.
Not a whole lot did. But if this happens, it's just it's
two of the biggest brands in college sports. They're not what they were football wise, but still two of the biggest brands in college sports.
UCLA still is basketball wise. I mean, UCLA is still
And UCLA volleyball is actually a good get for the Big Ten, too. When
USC volleyball is a good get for the Big Ten.
I mean, for years, the best volleyball teams out there were Penn State, Nebraska, Illinois, Ohio State, and then UCLA out west.
Yeah.
They're all Big Ten now.
What do you think about USC going to Omaha for the Big Ten tournament, like they had the Big Ten tournament in Omaha for baseball this year?
I'd like to see USC back in Omaha, or as we call it this weekend, Omaha.
Omaha, that's right. So it is a continental shift.
Yes,
in college sports. If this happens,
it's a continuation of the trend towards the Super Conference. This started with Texas, Oklahoma.
Right.
I say started. There's been conference shifting for years, going back to what the Big East was and isn't anymore. And
with the Big Ten, however, and SEC with Oklahoma and Texas joining it in 23, isn't it? 23, 24. Would the Big Ten, like the SEC, presumably stop at 16, or would both of them expand further?
Apparently, they're already talking to Arizona State, Utah. I can't remember who the other one was.
Colorado.
It was not
Stanford?
It was not Oregon or Washington, which kind of surprised me. Because what's
Stanford would be.
What's Phil Knight going to do now? He's not going to spend all that money on Oregon just to be in the new WAC.
The Pac-12. It'll be back to the Pac-10 though.
Not the Pac-10 that they used to be.
No, it would not be. I guess the question is then begged: is this going to happen? And they were talking.
Sounds like it's pretty much done deal by this weekend.
They were talking that they would start in 2024.
Yeah,
which is it's 2 years away from this.
Here's my question: being a USC fan,
26 months away.
One of the first things I thought of was, did Lincoln Riley know this when he jumped from Oklahoma to USC?
Surely he did.
I mean, you have to give a guy that kind of heads up, don't you?
The guy's making $10 million a year. And the landscape of college is moving. Pardon the pun. You're having tremors all over the place, especially in Los Angeles.
And I'm trying to remember the guy's name.
Which guy?
George Kalikoff.
Oh, the
new commissioner,
commissioner of the Pac-12,
who vowed to rebuild Pac-12 football. That ain't happening. Although I say that, out of the Pac-12 currently, you know who still has the best chance of making the college football playoff next year?
No,
Utah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, on the odds, USC was plus 250, and Utah. I've got the sheet over there. Utah was plus 300 or something. So what's the introductory picture of USC and UCLA to the
joining the Big Ten?
Yeah, joining the Big Ten.
This is from the Volume Sports. And who knows how well this is going to show up?
Well,
USC and USC coming to the Big Ten.
Yeah, bring it over here and put
Incredible
it on.
TV. I don't know if that's going to.
Oh well,
you hit a button.
I lost the button. Oh well, which one was it?
It is touchscreen.
Not that one. Not that.
There we go.
Oh, doggone it, Bruce.
Yep.
There we go. UCLA and USC.
Welcome to the Big Ten. We have corn. I can't remember what movie that was, but
there was actually also Brian. There was a pretty good tweet today. It was UCLA landing in Nebraska for their first game.
Yeah, it was the intro from SNL.
Eva Longoria.
Ladies and gentlemen, corn.
So we don't know if this is going to happen. I think. Are you for it? You're a USC fan. I'm an Illinois fan. I've been a Big Ten fan my entire life.
It's similar to when the Raiders went to Vegas. I'm more likely to be able to see my team play now. So for that reason, I'm for it.
Mm-hmm.
I can go to Champaign and watch USC now. I wasn't going to be able to do that before.
USC has been in Champaign about 30 years ago.
Like we were working for an Illini alum, that first tailgate at Champaign might be the day I get fired. This could end very poorly for me.
This was a tremendous surprise to me.
Yes.
What would you classify as this level of surprise in the world of sports?
Like I said, the USC Texas, Oklahoma, when just doing this move earlier in the year was also surprising.
Yeah.
I don't think it was out of left field as this is.
Texas and Oklahoma are adjacent to SEC.
And a lot of this comes
states.
from both of those moves. A lot of it comes from not so much Texas, but TV rights and TV deals.
Well,
Pac-12's TV deal is awful.
And the Big Ten is working on their TV deal right now.
And they probably wanted to get that deal. The TV people probably wanted to get that done before this move, and that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
That number just went up a little.
The price to play just went up just a little. I'm thinking
Like shocking, and like I said,
shocking. I was going to say O.J. Simpson getting arrested for murder.
I mean, the A's have 20 wins this year. That's pretty shocking.
That's pretty shocking.
That first Tyson loss.
That was big.
What was
1991?
Buster
Douglas.
That was one of those like, wait, what? That's not a thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to think
I mean,
of.
there have been like giant upsets in sports, but probably not like that. But as far as
Somebody who was what was he? He was like 500 to 1 shot or something. One Buster Douglas or the 100 to 1. I can't remember. 41 to 1.
that was back when we stopped buying the Tyson fights because we didn't want to see. We knew they were over and around.
Well, and that was also in Japan, so it was at like 4 a.m. or something crazy.
Yeah, you woke up to that news.
Yeah, you woke up to it. You didn't see it.
This one was shot. I mean, I ran up the stairs to go tell people. And you look at me. I don't run.
Do you think it happens?
Yes.
I do too.
And I think it might be official by this weekend.
I love it. I know that there are people, traditionalists out there. I've always been a traditionalist. Hey, if you can get USC and UCLA into the Big Ten, you do it.
Yeah.
Those are two gigantic jewels.
Especially when you got the whole super conference colliding thing.
That's the way to do it. You watch a Big Big Talk.
Hey, why don't we join the Big Ten as well?
We would love to join the Big Ten. We're going to get killed on the football field. Yeah, we'll be right back here on Big Talk. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
awful. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Just catching up on, apparently, Twitter has blown up today.
Oh, it's been fun.
The Big Ten has...
between the Durant stuff, the Big Ten stuff, the Juan Soto stuff, where they're talking about a $425 million contract now.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't heard the Juan Soto stuff.
Yeah, that's because there's been so much other stuff going on.
He and I were talking about it this morning. We both were trying to figure out what in the world are we going to talk about this evening on the Big Talk Show.
Yeah, we were talking about getting a head start on NFL win totals because we didn't have much else to talk about.
Didn't have much else to talk about. We're going to talk baseball, which we're going to talk about right now. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Juan Soto, $400 million. You know, you'd think the Nationals, I guess you got to keep him, but wouldn't you like to have somebody else around him, too? Nationals have thrown everybody else away.
Yes, but this goes back to 2 segments ago. Money's not real in sports.
Well, that's true.
It's a sport of billionaires paying millionaires a lot of money.
Well, that does make sense. Speaking of, let's take a look at the American League right now. The New York Yankees at 56-20 with a run differential 151. And but I got to tell you,
the question there is, does the AL East get 4 teams in?
If you look at it, there are only 7 teams above 500, and the Twins and the Guardians you figure only one gets in from there. Boy, it does kind of look like the AL East gets 4 in. The other interesting thing there also, if you go to that level.
I'm looking at Fangraphs right now. They still have the White Sox projected to finish ahead of the Guardians in the season.
Well, that could happen.
I'm guessing they did not have the La Russa factor built into their projections.
Well, they're only 4 games behind the Guardians. You never know. The interesting thing to me is this week there were some very interesting series this week. You had Houston basically establish their dominance over New York City as they beat both the Yankees and beat up on the Yankees and the Mets.
I could bet them a couple of those Yankee games.
They played incredibly well. Houston is a real serious World Series winning threat. The other thing I was going to mention, if the season ended today, you would have the Yankees and the Astros waiting to see who they would play. You would have the Minnesota playing the Rays, and you'd have Boston playing Toronto at Toronto. The thing there is
vaccination comes back again.
Vaccination.
Which actually makes me root for that.
I'm with you. I'd love to see Boston have to go play in Canada,
missing several players.
Missing their closer. Their closer is unvaccinated, and he refuses to get vaccinated. And God bless him. It's his American given right. It's not your Canadian given right. Nope. If you're going to play in Canada, you have to be vaccinated, and that's. And it's not, and the way the wild card works this year, there's 3-game series. Each of them is a best of 3 series, but they aren't traveling. It's all in the home field of the higher placed team. Yeah. So they would be all 3.
We keep changing playoff formats every year. It seems like anymore.
Yeah, they kind of like college football, huh? Kind of like college football. But taking a look at that,
that's got a tweet. The Rays just joined the Big Ten.
The Rays did? Nice. We can take them. There's the National League. And the Mets, even after getting whooped up on. The Braves have been really charging on the Mets. And the Mets, you knew their pitching injuries were going to come get them sometime. And they're thinking that they can get Scherzer back early this month.
I was listening to, Scherzer. No, Scherzer's back already. It's DeGrom that's been.
Oh, okay.
But of course he left, but I was listening to the Lombardi line today, and they were debating, are the Mets and the Braves the 2 best teams in the NL right now? With the because the Dodgers the last 2 weeks have
been sliding.
So I still think the Dodgers are better right now. Actually, no, it was on Alexander numbers game. But yeah, you can make that argument short term at least.
What, that the
Braves and the Mets are the 2 best teams in the NL?
Yeah, you probably could.
Over the last few weeks and probably continuing for a few more. But the Dodgers have the depth. They're eventually going to.
From a gambling standpoint, however, probably the more important thing is who's more profitable. Who would you like to bet on? Who would you not like to bet on? There's the most profitable major league teams. Look at the Baltimore Orioles. How about that? They just are always picked to lose, and then they're in that tough American League East, and by golly, they're holding their own.
They're 7 games under right now. Going to finish probably with 90 losses, but they're still. You cover enough when your expectations are that low. Yeah. If you're halfway decent, you're going to make money.
Which kind of surprises me that the Padres are on this list, because everybody expected the Padres to be good, but they just have they've excelled a little bit. The Mets, they're on this list, I guess, because everybody expected the Mets to be decent. Nobody expected the gamblers anyway.
Padres are 15 games over 500 right now.
Well, that explains quite a bit. The Guardians just a little bit over 500. They're profitable, but they were not expected to be all that good. Everybody thought the White Sox would do it, and so you can go then to the least profitable, and the White Sox are on that list.
The team with the lowest expectations still is the least profitable. That shouldn't be a thing, yet we've pulled it off.
Yet you have pulled it off. How about your Oakland Athletics? Now, you know what's going on in Oakland today, right? Or in San Francisco and Oakland, Alameda County, whatever. The meeting tonight. They've got on Thursday night. There's a meeting on Thursday night as to whether they'll convert the Bay Area park thing to let them have a full use of baseball. Let them build a baseball stadium there.
Because they got the worst stadium and
may get turned down tonight
in the sport.
And if it gets turned down, watch your newspapers tomorrow, because if it gets turned down tonight, you're probably looking at the Las Vegas A's.
Yeah, they're going to follow the Raiders.
Yeah, it'll be
at that point, I wouldn't blame them.
I really do. I don't think that they'll get. I think they'll get bad news tonight, and they'll have to move. Yeah. I really do. If I have to,
that would be kind of like your
since we're making predictions.
Your Rams, though, where you root against them because of the owner. I might be close to that point with the A's. John Fisher does not deserve to luck into the windfall that is
you got a point.
The Las Vegas franchise.
Yeah, and how long would it take them to get there? By the way, would they play in the
2 or 3 years?
Like I say, would they play in the minor league park? Because that's the thing; they can play in most minor league parks and still draw better than they do.
Draw more fans, yeah.
Draw better than they do in
actually,
Oakland.
If that profitable, you go look at their road record. It's not that awful. They are awful at home.
We've got that. The Oakland A's down there at the bottom. Home 8-28, road 17-24.
When you're playing in front of 300 people, that's demoralizing.
Golly, I'll bet. But and we can sit here. You can sit here for most teams. You can say, "Oh, they're getting paid millions of dollars. They can.
They're not.
No, they're not.
No, if you were making $1 million for the A's, you got traded.
That's right. The A's. What's the A's payroll right now? Is it $40 million?
Oh no, it's under 40 now.
They are also, and I don't mean
273 OBP as of last night.
I was about to
last time that happened was 1965, and it's happened once since 1910. We're chasing history.
They are chasing history. They are nearly the worst offensive team in the last
110 years. Yeah.
The worst offensive team of all time was the 1892 Cleveland Spiders. They went 29 and 110 or something like that.
My under 69.5 looking pretty.
How about will they beat? I mean, they'll beat the Mets when they were 40 and 122. I guess they'll get 40 wins, don't you think?
They'll get to 40. Yeah.
Will they get to 50?
Yes.
That's his. He's standing by it. 25 and 52. You extend that over the course of the season, that would be 50 and 104 with 12 games to go, or 8 games to go.
Flirt with 60.
60.
Flirting with 60. I'm gonna get if I had to set an over under right now, which I don't have it in front of me, I'd say about 58.5.
I'd take the under. Oh, 58 and a half. 58 and a half. They're just
because to get to that point, you probably have a couple players play well, and if that happens, they'll trade you.
Yeah. They're not going to be on the team much longer. It's too bad. Now, I do have a couple of other.
We had the Yankees beat the other night and pulled off a rarity.
Do have a good starting pitcher. Paul Blackburn has been pitching well. That was the one where he won the money in the first. Did you bet first 5 in that game?
Nope, and that was the Sean Murphy game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I took the A's plus 235 on that game instead of the first 5, up 5-3 in the 7th, and we get 2 catcher interferences in the same inning. The league leader for the year is 3.
How is that possible?
Both of them were legit catcher's interferences.
How is that possible?
Yeah, bat hit the glove on both. I mean, yeah, almost caught the lead leader in 1 inning.
Yankees Jameson Taillon is a
Pirate.
He's a former Pirate.
Joe Musgrove,
former Pirate. and those 2 guys at the top of the most profitable starting pitchers.
I think Ashcraft's going tonight, actually.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
for the
I was
Reds?
looking at that game earlier.
Martin Perez, along with Paul Blackburn. So the A's do have one pitcher who's pretty solid.
And they're still the least profitable team.
Here's least profitable, ladies and gentlemen. Least profitable pitchers. These are the guys you don't like to have. Blake Snell still looking for his first win, I think, as a Padre. Hunter Green.
Former Pirate.
Former Pirate. Hunter Green, you made a little bit of money on him.
Yeah. Throws hard. In fact, I had him in my Dynasty League for years because of that heat. But he's getting hit. He can't, and he's struggling with strikes.
The other trick, the surprising one, is Julio Urias there. A lot of folks thought he'd be. He's actually pitched pretty good. It's just he doesn't get any run support, does he? It's just, what do? You got to have run support.
Someone's got to be the new DeGrom.
Yeah, we're going to come back right after this. Got a couple more things we're going to talk about. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's our Take the Points edition. That's Brian Turner. I'm Bruce. Back after this.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. I'm being angered.
Yeah.
I've been triggered, haven't I?
I see you, Nesto.
I've been triggered.
Actually, I will read this one because I like it.
What's it say?
Big Ten should go get Gonzaga so they'll finally have a legit Final Four contender every year.
That is not cool. That is just not. You know, that's the other question. That's the other question. How much longer does the NCAA stick around? Because there are...
As long as they can keep making money.
I guess as long as they have the control to the TV rights of the tournament.
Yeah.
And that's it. But they're gonna push them out the door in football.
And there's all the other sports, too. I mean, NCAA ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, you never know. Josh Whitman.
Prefontaine couldn't get it done. USC, UCLA, jumping ship.
Josh Whitman said earlier this week he gave him 5 to 10 years. But who knows? You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That is Brian Turner. I am Bruce. Thank you so much. I mentioned it earlier today, much to Weeze's chagrin. He didn't want to hear about it, but we are going to talk about the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. How have you never gotten up to watch?
Is it in the mornings? I don't know.
It's like at 11 o'clock.
Is it always on the 4th of July?
On the 4th of July.
Yeah.
What are you doing at 11 o'clock on the 4th of July?
Probably grilling and drinking.
Well, yeah.
I have a social life on the 4th.
Well, I do too, but it usually starts later than 11 a.m.
Honestly, for years, it was probably covering the Firecracker softball tournament in Robinson.
Oh, wow.
I didn't usually have 4th of July off.
Your life has changed quite a bit.
Yes, it has.
Here's the current odds for the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Joey Chestnut is currently minus 5,000 to win, and so you'd have to put what do you put 5,000 on there to win 100 or something like that? Is that what you do?
No, it's 500.
500.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Here is also.
So do they have the over/under on the number of dogs?
They not on Bet Rivers, but some of them do. I listened to an interview this morning with Joey Chestnut. I don't have his picture, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. He has won every Nathan's hot dog eating contest except for one since 2008, and it's just an amazing number. Last year he got 76. They're the props. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're the props for the two leading guys. They think the over/under for Chestnut 74.5.
Total HDBs.
Hot dogs and buns. Hot dogs and buns is what that prop is. So I got to tell you, and I feel terrible, ladies and gentlemen. I have handicapped this. He's been sick. He hurt his leg, so he's out of training. He had he broke his leg and didn't get back in training till about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I do know too much about this.
Yes,
I know a lot about this. I don't think he makes it to 74.5. I don't think he makes it back up there.
And you can get plus money on the under.
I think you can get plus money on the under if I can find it. That's how I'm betting, and I will unapologetically do so.
What was the name of the guy before him? Kobayashi?
Kobayashi.
Which was also the name of the guy from Usual Suspects, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Kobayashi was the they were
dominated for years, and then there was a bit of a rivalry.
The interview today, he got an injury. By the way, Joey Chestnut did. He got injured from he was in an eating contest of ice cream sandwiches. 8 minutes. He ate 30 ice cream sandwiches in 8 minutes. Brain freeze, throat freeze, belly freeze, and burnt fingers.
And somehow not type 2.
No. Speaking of one last thing I was going to show you folks before we do go off the air, this is a new item that we're working on in Taco Bell. 2 new items. The Cheez-It Crunch Wrap and the Cheez-It Tostada.
Cheez-It is a food group. Are these available now? Because we're getting ready to get off the air.
They are available now. However, they are available in Irvine, California only.
Oh, you just broke my heart.
It is I'm just telling you. USC coming and UCLA coming to the Big Ten the same day the Cheez-It Festival basically is.
We've got to bring it. We got to get that to the Midwest too.
I love it.
Have you ever seen a box of Cheez-Its that was not single serving? I haven't.
Folks, thanks so much for tuning in to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Have an outstanding weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Thanks, Brian. See y'all later.